Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Jordan64, and before we get started with this next video here in the Kart versus Bike versus ATV series, I have to be a little straightforward with you. Wave 6 is almost here, and that means one thing. I need to try to speed it up with these videos, obviously. We are now, this is the 36th video I think we've done here in this series now, so which means obviously 36 courses in. And after this, we still have 60 to go. I originally had plans to finish this entire series by the end of the year. So, you know what that means. It's time to kick it into high gear. We're done with the Mario Kart Tour videos. The last one you guys saw recently, that's pretty much the last one. And I'm pretty sure up to that point, I've uploaded every single track that is in Mario Kart Tour. Mario Kart Tour content is pretty much done, so let's focus back into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I want to definitely finish this series here by the end of the year, especially given that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is looking to end all its content by the end of this year as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video, guys. Alright, so moving forward, we're going to change up a little bit here with these future videos. For the last 35 videos, we've only used a handful of characters, and I don't even know if you want to consider this a handful, but we've only used Mario, Luigi, and Shy Guy for all of the recent videos thus far. But it'd be a shame to just only include those three and not include the rest of the cast here. So let's go ahead, and as you can see, you know, as I'm recording this, we still have these character slots missing right here. And yes, I'm aware we're getting 4 more characters, not 2. Let's go down the line, shall we? Starting with Peach.
Let's go.
And we're going to continue where we left off with a very, very interesting course that I don't think anyone saw coming when this came out way back in the Wii U game. But it definitely had many nostalgic Nintendo fans pretty excited. And of course that's a track based on F-Zero, Mute City. So let's go ahead and dive in. Those of you guys that are new here to the channel and are new to the series, this is what we're doing here. We're taking all these characters, and we're going through a basic time trial mode. We're going to race, starting here with the Kart, and then after the Kart, we're going to race in the bike, and then after the bike, we're going to race with the ATV. All standard, so nothing too fancy, just the standard setup, including the tires and the gliders. So no need to worry about me trying to use like the best option for the track. We're just doing very basic, and I mean very basic maneuvers here. I'm not trying to be like a professional or anything like that. We're just racing kind of normally, like how most people would kind of normally race as, you know. That's all we're doing. So this is F-Zero. This is Mute City. I absolutely love this tune right here. Let's go ahead and grab some coins in this lap here. Full 10 coins. So all these maneuvers that I'm doing already in this race is the Kart. We're going to mimic, well, let's pretty much mimic as close as we can with the other vehicles moving forward, especially in the second round with the bike and then the ATV. That is the plan. So here we go, final lap. So this is a great track where the entirety of the track is anti-gravity. The other F-Zero track, which we'll see later down the road, Big Blue, is like that. We also have, surprisingly enough, and dare I say one of my least favorite tracks in the game, Sky High Sunday, also entirely in anti-gravity. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I can't think off the top of my head. If I'm missing a course, I'm sorry. But nevertheless, here we are done. racing as the kart. So basically we just kind of do a little small breakdown here. We have a time of 2:07 right here for Peach in the standard kart. And we're going to go ahead and race against this ghost using the bike this time. And basically by the end of this, we're going to see which vehicle is the fastest. And this goes for every track in the series. Each track has its own, unique paths, all this stuff, to where whether, the kart is better for that track, or the bike's better for that track, or the ATV. And these are just all standards. Now, obviously, everyone, and I mean everyone, has their own preferences on what they race. There's also a meta out there if you're following into, if you're really following that. But all in all, if you want to try and succeed, not obviously like go for world records or whatnot, but if you actually want to, get first place all the time and, dominate the track, this could be a good starting tool to use to figure out, hey, we're going to race on this track. Let's use this one because it's actually well suited. So that's the point of these videos. Alright, enough rambling. Let's go to the bike. Alright, so now we got Peach on the bike, and we're going to race against Peach on the kart. Which is going to dominate? We'll find out shortly. Now, a lot of you guys that have played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or even if you think back to Mario Kart Wii, there's always different attributes to all these vehicles here. Like the bike, for example, better at sharp turns than the kart is. So when you have courses like this that have these little, tight corner turns, the bike's going to prevail better than the kart on those turns. But if you're traveling on a course with a like more straightaways than turns, then the kart may prevail there. Now with the ATV, it's just a little bit different. ATVs do have higher speed stats than the kart initially, and it definitely has different handling as well. Alright, got the 10 points just like before. And as you can see, we're just mimicking at least close to what we can here with what we did with the kart. So, but yeah, that's about it. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but there's this game called F-Zero that existed like 30 years ago, well over 30 years ago. And fans have been asking for an actual F-Zero game for years. And I mean years. So, I don't know, I can't remember the time when this track was first revealed for DLC in the original Mario Kart 8, but I'm sure fans of the F-Zero series were very, very surprised to see this track come to Mario Kart of all games. And of course that just kind of fueled everyone's expectations. Oh, does this mean, oh, are we gonna like get a test of a new F-Zero track? Or we got the complete polar opposite. It's like, oh, boo, this is how you're gonna do F-Zero like that? We're never getting a new game, blah, blah, blah. But of course now we have F-Zero 99. I'll talk more about that as we switch over to the ATV, as now it's going to face the bike since it has dominated the kart, so we'll see you there. Alright, here is the ATV. Again, this is the standard ATV. Standard wheels. Standard glider. Now, of course, there's no glider section in this course at all. But gliders do have an effect on the weight of your car. So obviously the more lighter gliders, like the parafoil or the cloud glider, for example, types like that, it's going to make your cart a little bit lighter. You're going to be more susceptible to basically hits taken from players, whether they bump into you or mean, it could just throw you off if someone bumps into you, especially if you're lighter. And of course, I just chose the standard because it's obviously standard. It is heavier than the lighter karts, but you know, we just want to keep it pretty general with this. But anyway, I want to talk about F-Zero 99. I finally got a chance to play it for a little bit recently, and let me tell you, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot more fun than I thought I was going to have. Racing against, 98 other players. It's definitely something that I think was definitely, more intriguing than the past 99 type games. Like, we still have Tetris 99 that has obviously been the longest running Battle Royale game on the Nintendo Switch. Of course, we've also had Super Mario 35, but that was a limited time run, as we have all pretty much expected, unfortunately, since they announced it like that. And then, of course, they came out with Pac-Man 99. I don't think that game really saw too much success. As of recording this video, I believe the service is literally about to shut down. So, yep. Now we have F-Zero 99. We'll see if that can outlast Pac-Man 99 in its tenure. But besides the point, yeah, if you haven't tried F-Zero 99, try it out. But meanwhile here, you guys saw it, the ATV. As one guy in the comments of some of these videos have always said, always the victor. Not the case here in Mute City. All the turns and stuff definitely dominated by the bike. So the winner for this challenge is the bike. So if you want to use a pretty decent vehicle for this track to basically have an edge on the competition, I recommend the bike for sure. You're able to take those sharp turns a lot quicker than most of the other users, most of the other vehicles. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And obviously, be smart with your items. So as you can see, all we had was mushrooms. This is time trials. I mean, come on, we're not doing an actual race. That'd be interesting to do. Now that I'm thinking about it. But oh well, we're already almost crossed the halfway point of this series. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, please do subscribe, as many of you guys that have watched some of my recent videos are definitely not subscribed to the channel. And trust me when I say this, I am continuing this grind. We're definitely going to try and push for 200 subscribers. So do me a favor, if you guys like these type of videos, hit the like button, share this video with your friends and all that. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.